for giving this opportunity. I want to ask that when we are roaming on the street, uh, even the dog also not happy, and we are also not happy.
Please hold this little closer to you, yeah.
Uh,
It's quite safe.
Mother Nature give us a brain, but we are responsible for everything, to take care of plant, birds, but we are not taking care, even we are not happy for ourselves, and not we are keeping happy to the Mother Nature. So what we have done for our life means it's our responsibility. Mother Nature give to a responsibility to a human, to us, to take care of everything, but we are not taking care, and not even we are happy.
Okay.
Thank you.
I don't know where you saw an unhappy dog, it must be a Mumbai dog. Huh? Must be a Mumbai street dog where too many vehicles and things are moving around. Poor guy is just surviving day to day. Otherwise, dogs are happy if their stomach is full. They're really very happy. Go in the villages and small towns and see, they're just romping around happily. As long as they're well fed, they're happy. So, human beings also, not that everybody is unhappy, there are happy people and unhappy people, they always were, still are. We are seeing how to increase the percentage of happy people so that we can live in a joyful world. It's out of my greed that I'm incessantly active in the world because I want to live in a joyful world. But a lot of people are looking like carrying an end of the world expression on their face, as if the world is going to end today. Especially if the world is going to end today, it's time to be joyful, isn't it? So, we are living irresponsibly for sure, for various reasons we are like this. For us in this country, we have an enormous culture, enormous. No nation on the planet has 12,000–15,000 years of history and culture. This culture we can use to become wise and wonderful, but a whole lot of people use it in a different way. Because you said everybody's unhappy, I thought I'll tell you a joke. You okay? It once happened, the Iraqi ambassador to India met Shankaran Pillai. When people of two ancient cultures meet, it's bullshit time. Always. How our culture, because we've got nothing much to show in the present, we talk a lot about the past. Well, we can be proud about our past, but we can't live there. We are proud about the past history of this nation, the culture of this nation, but you cannot live there, you can only live here. But this is the usual thing. So the Mesopotamian culture, big. So the Iraqi ambassador started off and he said, our culture is so great that we have excavated sites in Iraq where the site is over 2,500 years ago, 2,500-year-old sites, and we found copper wires. It proves that we had telegraph 2,500 years ago. Shankaran will say, that is nothing. We have excavated sites which are 5,000 to 7,000 years old, and we found nothing. That means we had wireless. Because we are engaged in debates like this, we are not taking care of many immediate things that we need to take care of, how to keep our street clean, how to keep our city clean, how to see that everybody is fed well. You know, we're not taking care of this because we are little in the wireless state. Thank you very much. So being in a premier technological institute like this, which hundreds of thousands students want to get into this institution and barely a couple of hundred or 300 or 400 people are getting in, is it?
Yes.
So, getting into a coveted place like that, where even internationally, the institution is recognized as one of the premier institutions, not just in India. So when you're in a place like this, it's my wish and my blessing that you must really acquire knowledge, and knowledge is no good unless it is dispensed with love and compassion in the world. Just pure knowledge without love and compassion, without involvement in life around us, can become a very cruel force. Technology is the best thing that's happened to us and the worst thing that's ever happened to us, unfortunately. You have to make sure that technology is the best thing that's happened to us in the coming generation. The previous generations, all of us, have used technology in a negative way. Yes, we've made bombs, we've made pollution, we've made terrible things. It's for you to create a wonderful world with the knowledge that you're garnering here. Being here in this premier institution, do not forget, so many would like to be here, but you are here. Please make use of this and create something really fabulous for this world. Thank you very much.
I want to ask you that what is logic and why it looks as logical means because whenever I start thinking means it seems that yeah means this is logical and this is logical, but when I do the maths, so there is a ambiguity. So if it is logical, then why it is not coming to the math? Or the second question is how to express means of myself. The feeling which I have don't have words. So how to create means of words for my feeling that yeah means what I actually feel, and means how to understand the others that what is going on in me.
Okay.
That's it.
See, whether somebody else understands what's happening within me or not is not the issue. Whether I perceive what's happening within me or not is the main issue. Whether this person understands me or not is his problem. The question is, what's happening within me, is it clear to me? This is the important thing. If it's clear to me, whether I find words for it or not, doesn't matter. About logical and illogical and the mathematic, even the mathematics is only logical to a certain point. That is why they came up with calculus. It's quite illogical. Yes or no? So because they want to explore dimensions of existence which don't all fall into simple logic, that is why we came up with mathematics, or the type of mathematics that we are doing right now, which is not really logically correct, but it articulates certain aspects of the existence. So, instead of worrying about what is logical, what is illogical, life is absolutely illogical. Material is logical. So only handling material aspects of life, we have to be perfectly logical. When it comes to other dimensions of life, it's not logical. And in fact, all the most beautiful aspects of your life are not logical. If you try to logically find expression to every dimension of your life, you will feel silly. Suppose you fall in love with somebody and you write it in prose, you will look stupid. But you write in poetry, suddenly it's beautiful, because poetry allows illogical expression, prose does not allow illogical expression. So you cannot do illogic in arithmetic or geometry, but trigonometry is there. illogical. So, in every sphere of life, people have understood that logic has its limits and they have found ways to explore life through means which are not necessarily 100% logical. Your logic fits into this life perfectly well, but don't try to fit the life into logic, it doesn't fit. Nanu nardal